She texted her group chat, "Ugh. His proposal was so lame, thank God I didn't commit," forgetting I was still in it. I replied, "Bullet dodged." Then I sent the screenshots to her mom, who'd already started planning our wedding behind the scenes. The fallout was instant. I'm Lucas, 29, sitting in my apartment, watching the chaos unfold on my phone. My now ex, Chloe, 27, just learned a costly lesson about double-checking group chat members before bad-mouthing someone. We'd been together 4 years. I thought we were rock solid. Sure, Chloe could be a bit demanding. Always wanted the latest phone. Grumbled when we ate at regular spots instead of the chic places her influencer friends flaunted online. But I loved her, or thought I did. Last Saturday, I proposed. Spent 3 months orchestrating it. Saved $8,500 for a ring she'd pointed out countless times. Took her to the park where we had our first date, decked out with her favorite flowers. Got on one knee by the lake at sunset. She said yes, teared up, posted endless Instagram pics with engaged and future wife hashtags. Her mom, Susan, called me, overjoyed. Everything seemed flawless. Then Wednesday hit. I'm in a group chat with Chloe and her 3 best friends, Sophie, Emma, and Lily, added 2 years ago for planning events like birthdays. It's usually quiet except for party logistics, but that afternoon while I'm at work, my phone explodes. Chloe, "Girls, major tea to spill." Spill it. So I said yes to the proposal, right? Duh, we saw the ring. Stunning. Yeah, about that. I'm giving it back. What? I know, but honestly, it was so embarrassing. A public proposal in a basic park? What is this, 2005? My heart sank. I had to sit down at my desk. But the ring's perfect. The ring's the only reason I said yes, LOL. I was too mortified to say no in front of strangers. But seriously, he could have done better. Mark proposed to his girlfriend on a private yacht. Ethan took Sarah to Italy. And I get a park? Is it though? I've been hinting at the rooftop lounge for months. He knows I wanted something TikTok-worthy. Instead, I got middle-aged mom vibes. Thank God I dodged setting a date yesterday. Wait, you already told him no? Not exactly. Said I wanted a long engagement to enjoy the moment. LMAO, smart. I'll return the ring after the holidays. Gotta cash in on engagement gifts first. That's when I realized she forgot I was in the chat. I stared at my phone for 5 minutes. 4 years. I paid off her student loans, $23,000. Let her live rent-free in my apartment while she built her candle business, which sold maybe 3 items on Etsy. And this was her true opinion. So I typed, "Bullet dodged. Thanks for revealing yourself before I married you." The chat went wild with typing dots, then froze, then went wild again. Chloe, "Lucas, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was a joke. I didn't mean it. Please don't take it seriously. Answer your phone." I screenshotted the entire thread. Then I did something petty but satisfying. Sent it all to Susan. Unbeknownst to Chloe, Susan had already started wedding plans, thrilled about our engagement. She dropped $5,000 on a venue, hired a planner, and bought a mother-of-the-bride dress. She'd been texting me about floral arrangements and catering options. I sent Susan the screenshots with, "Thought you should know before you spend more on a wedding that won't happen. Sorry." The chaos was immediate. Update 1. Chloe came home Wednesday night to find her belongings packed by the door. We lived together in my apartment. Her name's not on the lease. She was in hysterics, full-on sobbing, mascara running. "Lucas, please, it was just girl talk. I didn't mean any of it. You called our engagement lame and said you were keeping the ring for gifts." I was trying to sound cool for Sophie. You know how she is. Sophie made you say you'd milk the engagement for presents? That's not... I didn't... Your mom called. She's heartbroken. Out $5,000 in deposits. Her face shifted from sad to furious. "You told my mom? Are you crazy? She deserved to know before wasting more on a fake wedding." "It wasn't fake." I said yes. To avoid embarrassment. Your words, "I'm not moving out." I have rights. You're a guest. 30 days notice, starting now. Out by October 15th, she grabbed her phone and called her dad, Richard, putting him on speaker to intimidate me. Richard, Lucas is kicking me out. Me. She admitted she only said yes for the ring and gifts. The wedding's off. Look, women say things they don't mean. I have screenshots, Richard. Want to see what she really thinks? Long pause. Chloe, is this true? Daddy, he's overreacting. Did you say those things? It's complicated. Jesus, Chloe, again? Apparently this wasn't her first scam. Richard revealed she'd pulled similar tricks on 2 exes. One she dated for his beach house access, another for free meals at his dad's restaurant. Lucas, I'm sorry. Chloe, pack your stuff. You're coming home. Daddy, no. I'm not funding another apartment for your games. Lucas, you'll get the ring back. Already have it. She left it on the counter Tuesday when she pushed for a long engagement. Chloe's face drained of color. She'd been so sure I'd beg her to keep it. Update 2. The entitlement escalated. Thursday. I woke to 73 Instagram notifications. Chloe posted a lengthy story claiming I was controlling and emotionally abusive, saying I isolated her, monitored her texts, and evicted her for having opinions. Comments split. Her influencer friends cheered, "Slay Queen, know your value." But mutual friends were confused. My friend Alex commented, "Didn't he just propose?" and got blocked. Then came financial demands. Chloe texted from Emma's phone, since I'd blocked her, listing what she wanted. $4,000 for emotional distress, her share of furniture I bought, $6,000 for 3 months' rent for a new place, the ring as a gift, and $2,000 for candle inventory stored at my place. I replied with my list. $23,000 for her student loans, $18,000 for 2 years free rent, $3,500 for the Bali trip I paid for, $2,100 for the laptop for her business. Silence. Friday. Susan called, crying, not for what I expected. Lucas, I'm mortified. I thought I raised her better. It's not your fault. Did Richard mention James and Matt? He hinted at it. She did this to them too, used them, then played victim when they left. We enabled her, always excusing it. Why tell me? She's planning something foolish. Be ready. She's been talking to her cousin, a paralegal, about legal action. Sure enough, Saturday I was served papers. Chloe was suing for unlawful eviction and breach of verbal contract, claiming we agreed she'd live rent-free for household duties, and the engagement created financial expectations. Her demand? $50,000. I laughed so hard the process server looked worried. Update 3. My lawyer, my cousin Ben, reviewed the lawsuit and said, "This is the most ridiculous case I've seen this month, and I just dealt with someone suing a gym for emotional injury from a treadmill. We countersued for defamation, Instagram posts, fraud, fake proposal acceptance, and unjust enrichment, loans and rent. Here's the kicker. Chloe mentioned Mark and Ethan's better proposals. Mark's girlfriend is my co-worker's sister. I reached out to commiserate. Turns out, Mark never proposed. The yacht story? Fiction. They took a group cruise, no ring. Ethan and Sarah, done for 6 months. The Italy trip was Sarah traveling solo after dumping Ethan for cheating. Chloe invented these rival proposals to justify her materialistic expectations, living in a fantasy world. I sent this to Ben, who added it to our filing as evidence of her deceptive pattern. Monday, Richard called. Lucas, can we meet for coffee? I agreed, curious. Richard looked drained. Chloe was having daily breakdowns at home, maxing out 2 credit cards on life-rebuilding purchases. She demanded they sue me, hire a PR team to fix her image, and pay for a downtown apartment. I'm done enabling her, Richard said. She's 27, not 17. Susan and I are cutting her off. Good call. I have something for your case. He handed me a folder, screenshots from Chloe's iCloud, still on his family plan. Messages with Sophie pre-proposal. I need a ring worth at least $10,000 or I'm out. Once I get it, I'll have leverage. Plan is a 2-year engagement, save money living free. If he won't get a luxury condo post-wedding, I'll bail with half. She'd schemed from the start. The I love yous, the future talk, all calculated. Use this to end it. Maybe she'll learn court was yesterday. Chloe arrived dressed somberly, aiming for sympathy. Her paralegal cousin was out of his depth. The judge reviewed the texts, Instagram posts, fake proposal stories, and Richard's evidence of premeditated manipulation. Miss Thompson, did you send these messages? Those were private. Did you send them? I was venting. Girl talk, yes or no? Yes. On the household duties claim, any evidence, contract, texts, it was verbal. He agreed. Mr. Carter, did you agree? No, Your Honor. She moved in after her roommate evicted her. It was temporary, 2 years ago. The judge sighed. Ms. Thompson, you admitted to accepting a proposal fraudulently, planned to exploit the plaintiff, and fabricated stories about other proposals. You defamed him and filed a baseless lawsuit. Countersuit granted. You owe Mr. Carter $15,000 in damages and legal fees. Eviction stands. Case dismissed. Chloe exploded. This is sexism. I'm punished for being a woman. You're punished for being a fraud. Bailiffs escorted her out as she ranted about discrimination and her ruined life. Update 5. The aftermath was epic. Chloe's courtroom outburst was recorded and posted on social media as Gold Digger Gets Reality Check. It hit 1.8 million views. Comments were savage. She thought she had it all figured out. The audacity is unreal. That guy dodged a warhead. Sophie, Emma, and Lily unfollowed her after learning about the fake proposals. Sophie apologized, saying she didn't know Chloe was so manipulative. The best part? Chloe moved back with her parents, but not their main house. Richard meant business about cutting her off. She could get a job and pay rent or live in their old rental studio above the garage. She chose the studio, thinking it'd be short-term. 3 weeks later, she's applied to 0 jobs, claiming she's too traumatized to work, but not too traumatized to post daily stories about surviving narcissistic abuse. Susan texted me, Chloe's selling her luxury bags to pay the court judgment. Reality's hitting hard. Thank you for not marrying her. The ring? Sold back to the jeweler for $7,200. I sent $5,000 to Susan for her lost deposits and donated the rest to a financial education nonprofit. Fitting. Richard sent one last gem, a text Chloe sent Susan. This is all Lucas's fault. If he'd done a better proposal, this wouldn't have happened. I deserve someone who values me, still blaming everyone but herself. Final update. 2 months since the group chat disaster. Here's the wrap-up. Chloe's life spiraled further. After the viral video, someone found her Etsy candle shop, which sold overpriced drop-shipped items from a wholesale site at a 400% markup. Already bad reviews tanked when people linked her to the video. Shop closed in a week. She tried rebranding as a life coach for surviving toxic relationships, launching a website offering $500 sessions to help women escape narcissistic partners. The nerve. Clients? 0. Richard updated me. Chloe hit rock bottom. The $15,000 judgment was due, her credit was trashed, and she was rejected from 3 jobs after employers Googled her. The viral video tops the results. She started at a call center, minimum wage plus commission, starting at 6 a.m., no phones allowed. She quit after 3 days, saying it was beneath her. Richard warned that another quit means eviction from the studio. She's still there, posting about being a phoenix rising on a budget flip phone. She sold her smartphone for the first court payment. Sophie reached out again. Chloe asked their old group for loans, claiming I'd financially ruined her. Sophie sent her the original chat screenshots and blocked her. Me? I'm doing great. Started dating Mia from my hiking group. She split the bill on our first date and called the park romantic when I mentioned it. The donated ring money funded a financial literacy workshop. They invited me to speak. I'm considering it. Might share the value of spotting red flags early. Susan joined a support group for parents of entitled kids. Richard sent me a bottle of fine whiskey with a note. For doing what we should have years ago. Chloe's studio is filled with vision boards about her empire comeback. She posts daily motivational quotes about self-worth, oblivious to the irony. Someone commented on her post, "Aren't you the one who trashed your proposal as lame?" She deleted it and went private. The $15,000 judgment? She's paid $3,000, $12,000 to go, with interest piling up. Her latest payment memo, temporary hardship. Reality hits hard when no one's left to soften it. That group chat mistake was a blessing. Saved me from a lifetime as someone's ATM. Could have been finding this out post-wedding, with kids. Instead, I escaped with my dignity, my money, and a story that struck a chord. To those saying I was too harsh, she admitted to scamming me for years. To those saying keep it private, she lied about me first. Sometimes, the only way to handle entitled people is to let them face the consequences they've dodged forever. Chloe, if you're reading this from your garage studio on your lunch break, the proposal wasn't lame. Your character was. Bullet dodged? More like a missile.